Jesy Nelson is getting candid about the current relationship she has with her former Little Mix bandmates. Let's get into it. As Jesy Nelson gears up to finally make her debut as a solo artist with the upcoming release of her single Boys featuring Nicki Minaj, she's been making the rounds promoting her new work and reflecting on leaving Little Mix. In a recent interview with Glamour UK, Jesy opened up about her current relationship and communication, or lack thereof, with Leigh-Anne, Jade and Perry. Jesy admitted, "I haven't spoken to the girls. It is weird because for so many years, we were as close as sisters, together every hour of the day for weeks, sharing beds, laughing, crying, just 24/7, the four of us together, and then nothing." A lot has happened in Little Mix since Jesy left the band in December of last year. The girls made history as the first all-female group ever to win a Brit Award. They're dropping a new album next month. And of course, the biggest news of all, Leigh-Anne and Perry recently became mums for the first time. And when asked if Jesy has seen Leigh-Anne and Perry's babies, she responded, "No, I've sent a few texts, but that's it. I can't explain it. It's like there has to be this distance. We were so close, so you can't do in between. There has to be space." However, Jesy was quick to point out that she still has plenty of love for her former bandmates, adding, "Hopefully at some point in the future we can all come back together. I love them. They are my sisters in so many ways. But for the time being, we just don't talk." As a quick reminder, Jesy has explained time and time again that the girls had nothing to do with her decision to leave the band, but that it was rather the pressure of being in a girl band and the constant comparisons that pushed her to the brink. If anything, it was her former bandmates that helped her realize that it was time for her to go her separate way. Elsewhere in the interview, it was revealed that after Jesy suffered panic attack after panic attack at work, the girls actually went over to see Jessy's mum, Janice, and they all came to the conclusion that it was time for her to prioritize her mental health, even if that meant parting ways with the band. Jesy added, "They just knew that it was time for me to take a minute to deal with what I was going through and look after myself." Coming back as a solo artist hasn't been easy for Jess though. Some mixers accuse her of being selfish and leaving the other girls, especially after Jesy began showing on her socials that she was back in the studio recording as early as February of this year. It's also worth noting that Jesy went through a breakup with her boyfriend of 14 months, former Love Island contestant Chris Hughes, prior to exiting Little Mix. They reportedly called it quits in April, and in July, Jesy was spotted dating British actor Sean Sager, but though they two have since broken up. Jesy also mentioned that her new track Boys dropping this Friday has to do with her love for bad boys. She went on to say, "I'm so excited for everyone to hear it. It's ballsy, it's honest, and it's me all over." The new song is said to break away from Little Mix's dance pop sound as it sees Jesy embrace her love for R&B and hip hop, especially with Nicki Minaj jumping on it. Well, the countdown has officially begun, you guys, and we can't wait to hear what Jesy has in store for us as a solo artist. Now go ahead and click right over here to see why some fans believe Little Mix's new song could be about Jesy's departure from the band. After that, let me know your thoughts on everything Jesy shared, and also if you hope to see Jesy and the girls hanging out together in the future in the comments section below. I do, and I'm pretty sure they will too. I'm your host, Sussan Mourad. You can find me on socials at Sussan_Mourad. I'll catch you later.